So, great excitement then. Got into a taxi, random taxi outside here, and then I managed to suss out before we were making my way up to a random taxi driver that it wasn't the tour guide, because when I went out there, two of them were like, "Go on the back, get back of this taxi, get back of this taxi, take you to the Atlas Mountains." I was thinking, don't look like a tour operator. Anyway, managed to get someone who could speak Moroccan, and basically confusion abounds. So apparently my tour guide is actually at the other Rui Hotel, although I put the pickup location as this. So always like a bit of fun, don't we? A bit of excitement, and hopefully I'll get to the Atlas Mountains sometime today. Oh God. Anyway, it's all part of the adventure. So the taxi driver, nice guy, and he was saying, which I wasn't aware of, well, I knew there had been an earthquake and the epicenter hit the most affected areas up in the mountains here actually, and they lost 3,000 people. So there's a lot of the school in the local town, or the biggest town, to the foot of the mountains. They've just rebuilt the school, so there's new buildings going up, but wow, 3,000 people gone. And we were chatting away, and I believe there's been another earthquake yesterday in Turkey, where we go a lot. So yeah, unsettled. But this area is stunning. It's going to unfold in a minute, and like I said, I'm just going to do a piece of camera walking. Really can't really set up too many shots. I don't think it'd go down well with the French and the Germans in the party, but I'm up ahead leading the way, as you do, with the young man who's the guide, who seems a bit of a dude. So yeah, life is good when you're in the mountains, I say. So where we are now, in the sort of the valley, and where's the river? The stream will be that side, is it? Yeah. Yeah. And is this irrigated? So we create the water from the stream here. Yeah. And you've got apples, red apples, green apples. There's a lot of olives around here, but there's down there walnut tree. Shees, is that what you say?
Yeah, there is walnuts.
Walnuts.
Yeah.
And that's what you shees is a word, is it?
Yeah, sure is.
Okay, fantastic. But great, I'm loving this environment. It's really, really good, really interesting. So I was just looking up at the valley here, opposite me here, and the beautiful autumn colours come out. You won't be able to pick them here, but they're just stunning. The burnt oranges and browns. And on the other side of the mountain, still on my other piece of camera there, it's like the rock formations. The geology in this area is really interesting, because there's a mix of sort of reds, and there was like pinks and blues. I don't know what that would be, but it's stunning. And then behind me is Toubkal, which is the pointy one, I think. Thereabouts, you'll see it. And we'll go up to the we're going to stop for food, and then we'll go up to 3-1 today to the refuge. But I'm liking this walk. It is really pretty. It's got this mix of like all these settlements here as well. It's very dramatic, these ridge lines as well. I might have said on my channel before, I do like a good ridge line, and these are quite dramatic, you know, really craggy, and that's what I like in mountains, that type of look. So I've got to say, I am loving this first couple of hours. The guide's dead chilled, nice guy, dead relaxed and chilled, just taking our time. We started off with a load of other people, but we've broken off into our own group, but you get a good vibe about people, don't you? And this guy behind me in front is just mellow as. So he's making the day unfold. And the pointy bit up there is Toubkal. So like I said, going to go up to 3-1 today, stop for some lunch, go up to 3-1, and then we get up at 3:30 in the morning for breakfast. Goodness knows what I feel like then. and then we get up. Sunrise this time of the year is 20 to 8, so we get up and make it up to the peak to get those shots. But I'm loving this. This is a beautiful day out in unbelievable landscape. It's just fantastic. I'm loving it. I'm loving the day, and I'm loving the vibe. So we're at the police place. This is where they check all the passports, which I didn't really think about until last night. But if you're coming to do Toubkal, you're going to need your passport. I'm not quite sure what happens if you haven't got your passport. I guess you don't do the rest of the walk, do you? But I'm sure people must forget them, because they didn't really shout out at me on the advice. But maybe I didn't really read the small print. Right. So here in Morocco they have mint tea, not mint Baileys, as one of my good friends Dave would say. Mint Baileys. But in Morocco they have this mint tea, and very similar to, there's no milk obviously, but in Nepal they had, what was it they had there? Lemon tea. That's the thing they had in the mountains, so very similar really. But we just stopped at this first place. Well, we stopped briefly. We've been walking for about 2.5 hours. Made some elevation. I'll see if my watch is showing the altitude. Yeah, it's about 7.1. 2,000 meters where we are now, and then we go up to 3.1 afterwards. So we've got another 2 hours, I think, to the retreat. So I'm looking forward to it. But as far as excursions go, I'd really well recommend this. And this is good. I'm enjoying it, and just great. And the guide is very chilled, so nice guy. The right amount of chat. I'll leave you to it, and just some facts, interesting points along the way. Just what you want. So you see the reflection of Toubkal in the mirror and the glass here of the cafe. I'm sitting outside because there's a whole group inside, and they're all together. But I'm gonna eat lunch, just watch people, and enjoy myself. See you in a bit. So, for those of you who've not done Toubkal, certainly this first section, there's a lot of switchbacks, but I'd liken it to underfoot walking Snowdon, and I'm quite lucky with the weather. It's coolish. It'll get a lot cooler up yonder, but at the moment it's not. The heat's not too bad. So, and I'm just at the backside at the end of October. So I was talking to the taxi driver. He said if you want snow and ice, you've got to come in February. That's kind of the time to pick. I'm loving this. These vistas, these views are something else. And if you just look, wow, this is really something else. I'm impressed, and I'm glad to report the altitude isn't really hitting me at the moment, so that's good. So I guess we're probably only up about 5,000, 4.5, 5,000 feet, so it's not going to kick in. It only kicks in at about 7 or 8, isn't it, I think. So here we go. So we are up about 9,200 now, and I think the retreat is about another hour away, this guy was telling me. But look at the sunlight catching the back of the mountains there. So I'll keep it short and sweet because I am feeling it a little bit, and I think walking as we're doing quite a pace really. It's fair to the guy, he's really good. When I told him to slow down, he has done, because he's a lot younger than me. But having a sort of a big meal and then hiking on it, it's quite something. But I've settled down now. My heart rate was going through the roof before. Anyway, and then it just suddenly just dropped down to about 130, so I felt a lot better. But you can feel it. It's not to be sniffed at, this. You are gaining altitude very quickly in a day. Even if you start halfway or wherever it is. I find it Ismail is it? I found out the place. Even if you're starting as I've done today, you are gaining some serious altitude in not many hours. So the first day is 5.5 hours, and it's the one thing I would say to you. So the wind's picking up now. I'm still in my shorts and still in a t-shirt because I'm learning the lessons of the Himalayas, because I was so hot that first few days because I didn't have any shorts with me. And but the thing that's really interesting about here is there's a lot of dust on this path. So as soon as the wind gets up, you haven't got a face mask or a snood, I think they call them, don't they? You could, you know, it's on your chest. But I'm enjoying it, it's good. I'll put it this way now, save my reserves and save my batteries. So in the retreat, you can get up at 3:30 to see the sunrise. There you go. So we are approaching base camp. It's about, what time is it? It is 4 o'clock, and we're just touching 10,000 feet in Almany. And I see lots of tents up there, so I guess that's an overflow. But it'll be interesting to see what's going on at base camp. I'm sure I'll have a little chat with a few people. But the sleeping arrangements will be interesting. But here we go. Okay, yeah, boom, done it. Okay, oh, there you go, made it up to the refuge of Toubkal, and it's beautiful vista around here. It's absolutely stunning. But you can definitely feel the temperature change up here. And I guess we're just signing now, get our accommodation. Not too sure what it entails, but definitely cold up here, so I've stopped and I am going to get my layers on. Morning guys, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I've got absolutely no sleep whatsoever. Thank you. Cheers, thank you. So yeah, like I said, it's 3:30 and I've got to leave the dorm at, well, beyond the mountain at 4. And I did go to bed with the idea of getting some sleep at about 7 o'clock. Bad move, because everyone was still up, loads of noise, obviously, understandably. But then about 11 o'clock, it all went dead. So if you do come and do this thing, don't go to bed till about 11 o'clock. If you do come, because everyone's up and down in the night, get some covers for your eyes and some earplugs, because I've had absolutely no sleep and feel like absolute you know what. Anyway, I'm going to get myself together and then get on the mountain. So, morning guys. I don't know how much of this you're going to get, but I'm outside the refuge and it's about 4:15. So my guy's just inside, just waiting for him. And there, that's better. Just waiting for him. And then we're going to make our way up. Breakfast was a bit of a, well, hodgepodge. It was all a bit of organised chaos really, so I managed to get a piece of bread, butter and some jam, and I drank the Coke I had anyway. I asked about 4 times for a coffee, but I just gave up in the end. Anyway, not to worry, it's all part of the adventure, isn't it? But yeah, it's pretty cold. I've got my gloves, and it's going to be Baltic on top, but I've got all my coats and my layers. But I'm going to start cold, as they say, so I hope he's going to get out of here quick. Anyway, I won't be doing too much filming on the top because of the light. I'll just get the shots when we get on top. Okay, talk to you later. There you go. What, an hour and a half? Yeah. Hour and a half? Yeah. Good. Toubkal. There you go. How when this clears, I'll get a photo and it clears up a bit, but my god, that's the hardest stuff I've ever done. I am seriously going to reconsider whether I want to do anything higher than this, because this is just absolutely broken me. No time to acclimatise. So, wow, I'm a big Peru, and I think this is going to be about as high as I'm going to go. This is absolutely brutal. Anyway, just sit here, get my breath, get a photo. Just making our descent now, and I'm feeling somewhat slightly more human. As you can see, the snow is coming in here. And but god, that was just brutal. I can't wait to go off this goddamn mountain. The snow's there. I say I've done it, but I've got to really seriously rethink what I do next. Doesn't do it justice here, but this is the valley that we were climbing up in the dark this morning, and that's what absolutely knocked the wind out of me. Look at that though, that's where we come from, and that's where we're going down the valley to the refuge, thank goodness. So we're almost at the end of this Toubkal adventure, and I'm just going to sum up, and I'll put warts and all the video. Excuse me, a bit dehydrated. Warts and all, really. I've done this over 2 days, and I think for my age I've pushed it. The guide has been out of this world. He's probably in his 20s. He's like he's amazing, you know what it is to be young. But a couple of things about Toubkal, the refuge. So you're going up to, I went up higher today than I did in the Himalayas a couple of years back. I had there in and there, you know, walk in and walk out, probably walk in 6 days, 4 days out. So my body had more time to acclimatise. And excuse me, just dropped my camera tripod. And here I didn't get that. On top of that, I was in a refuge last night and made the mistake of thinking if I went to bed early at 8 I'd get a sort of good solid 10 hours in. Not a chance, and it wasn't the refuge's fault, it was my miscalculation. Of course, dinner wasn't ready till 8 o'clock, and people were chatting, enjoying themselves, so the noise in that room, there was no going to sleep. And then it was 12 o'clock, I had to be up at 3. I think I literally got, let me just change hands, I got probably an hour's sleep, which you can tell by the bags under my eyes. But the breakfast was all a bit chaotic this morning, and it was all a bit rushed because we had to get out the door at 4. I'm not, you know, eating at 3:30, 3:15 in the morning. My body wasn't ready for it, and it might have rejected me. And I managed to sort of shove some bread, jam and butter down in neck. There was no hot water, as I could see, for the coffee, so I had to have the tea, which is nice enough. The mint tea is nice, but I don't warm to it as much as the coffee. But that's just, you know, small things. But the route itself it's not to be sniffed at. There's some severe elevation from the refuge up to the summit, and the guide, who I'm going to give a nice tip to, he doesn't know yet, he's up front. He had to carry my bag up, and that's another thing. I'm going to do a bit of a brain dump on the kit I took and the kit I didn't need. Oh, we overpacked, don't we? Of course, in Nepal it wasn't a problem because, God love him, I had a Sherpa, didn't I? A porter there. But here it was all on my back, and my God, as soon as he took it off me, it made it doable. But again, simple things. So sorry, I'm just going to change my hands. Simple things. The bladder on this bag, it all froze up, so I kind of had enough going up there, but on the way down I was getting pretty dehydrated, and just before I got to the refuge it defrosted, so I'm all right now. So we're going to the next village to have some lunch, and then I'm catching a taxi back to Marrakesh, where my good lady is sunning herself. So, and it actually started snowing. Come down the mountain, it was bucketing down at one point, and then it was whipping up a storm, snow drifts everywhere. So the ice spikes that I brought with me, guess where they were? In the hotel. But that'll all disappear, won't it? When, you know, it's memories, isn't it? It's making memories and pushing yourself. Whether I will go for Kilimanjaro, I really don't know. I really don't know. I just think it'd be more the same on steroids, and I don't know what have I got to prove. But just look at these mountains here. They're fabulous, aren't they? And generally speaking, just spoke to some nice Italian guys, you know, in the refuge there. You get some great people, don't you, out walking in the outdoors. So I think my next one, I'm off to Peru in April, and then I've got my eye on the Dolomites. Of course, you don't have to battle with the altitude. If I'm honest with you, I'll put the video in here. It's quite brutal. I haven't watched it back yet, but I was broken. Without that guide, I would not have made the summit today. My tank was empty. I was probably dehydrated. I'd probably been up for about 18 hours. And and I just wasn't in a good place. But I suppose it's what your mind drives you on, doesn't it? Because I was thinking in my mind, what can I do? I mean, I would have turned around if I felt really ropey, but I didn't feel good. I didn't feel right, and I think that's due to the speed at which I've done it. You've got to look after yourself, haven't you? There was a young lady who was being kind of brought down the mountain at speed. She'd obviously got a really bad case of altitude sickness, so it doesn't matter what age you are, how fit you are, obviously there's things you can do to avoid it, and definitely doing a sensible exercise regime in the run-up to one of these big walks definitely helps. But I'm going to talk about that in a different video. Just thought I'd share my views, and I'm going to get some lunch down me and get in the taxi. Take care.